the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Clark. Heads up, he's up fucking next. As we were saying before, we started recording this, there's just some people who are destined to win. There's some people who are just not going to make it with the same resources. Ryan's one of those guys. You'll probably see him next 2, 3, 4 years and be like, oh, shit, he's got it. But Ryan, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ryan. I'm 19 years old. Got into wholesaling about a little over a year ago. Had some trouble finding success. And I realized, it's easier just to kind of outsource cold calling. And that's kind of when I found you, Ben. And ever since then, it was just kind of going up from there.
Hell yeah. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what your situation was like leading up into I think we were talking back in August originally, right?
Yeah, like end of July, August.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was having a hard time. Like I was closing here and there, but nothing consistent. And because I was kind of doing everything myself, not really outsourcing cold callers as much as I should have. And that's when I kind of signed up with you. And then that's kind of when the consistency started happening. And then within like a month and a half, 2 months, that's when I started closing deals by myself, closing big spreads. And now January, February 2025 should be closing about 100K.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. So when Ryan and I originally talked, you were still working in the warehouse, right?
Yes, still working.
Yeah, can you tell people a little bit about that?
Yeah, and I was still working at a warehouse, and then I was able to quit my job. So before the end of the year because of that. So.
Hell yeah. So how many deals did you do before you joined NAC? And then how did that lead all the way up to, 100K month coming up as 19-year-old?
Before, I want to say like less than 10. And then after, I want to say I'm around like 30 to 40.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. So what made you choose, working with NAC versus some of these, other call centers? Because we know there's a bunch out there.
Yeah, honestly, I think you were more genuine than other people. Kind of, they're like money hungry. You definitely cared about where I was, in terms of how I was going with my lead counts. You were making sure I was getting everything right. And I've just heard a lot of people were talking great about you. So really
Hell yeah. So if you had to put a quantifiable result in terms of actual revenue generated from, leads derived from NAC, what would that number be?
Like from how much I had and how much I've made?
Yeah, just, the classic from where you were when you started to, where you are now.
Yeah, so where I was just kind of cold calling myself, haven't really made too much money. And then now where I'm at, basically automated. I mean, I close here and there, close around 5 to 6 a month now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And then how long did this take you?
Couple months, 3 months max, but
Exactly. See, when you get the right people who are smart, who work hard and actually have skills, and you give them the right systems, as I told Ryan on the first call, wholesaling, it's not the most complicated business model in the world. The A through Z is relatively simple. It's just not easy. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of grind. I'm sure, there's a bunch of times where you thought you had a deal, you thought you had a contract, and then just the universe came and swooped it out from under you. But that's the game. So I guess out of the communication between us and our team the whole entire time, I guess, what would you rate that out of 10?
Probably a 10 out of 10 because, when I text, I get a response probably right away. So.
Awesome. And then finally, what would you say to other people who, what would you say to other people who are thinking about hiring us?
Definitely should, honestly. VA quality, when you listen to the recordings, is really there. Very good notes. Honestly, something a lot of other VA companies don't care about. And, I think it's just the best, one of the best I've ever gone with. So.
Hell yeah. You're the man, Ryan. Appreciate that.